the cycle in your family. My 19-year-old daughter came home from college with a small tattoo on her wrist. She showed it to me nervously at dinner, clearly bracing for my reaction. Her hand trembled slightly as she rolled up her sleeve, and I could see the uncertainty flickering in her eyes, the same eyes that used to look to me for comfort when she scraped her knees as a little girl. I set my fork down carefully and studied the delicate flower design. It was beautiful, actually. A tiny cherry blossom rendered in soft pink and black ink, no bigger than a quarter. The work looked professional, the lines clean and precise. "Tell me about it," I said gently, keeping my voice warm and curious rather than accusatory. "Well," she began hesitantly, "I got it with my roommate Sarah last month. We've been talking about it since freshman year, and we finally decided to do it together. It's a cherry blossom because they represent new beginnings and the beauty of life's fleeting moment. I thought it was perfect for this time in my life, you know? Starting college, becoming independent." Her words came faster as she gained confidence, her face lighting up as she described the tattoo parlor they'd researched extensively. As she continued explaining, I found myself zoning out. My mind drifted back to when I was 17, just 2 years younger than she was now. I had saved up for months from my part-time job at the local grocery store to get my ears pierced. $25 felt like a fortune then, carefully hoarded from my meager paychecks. When I finally worked up the courage to show my mother, she slapped me across the face so hard my ears rang for hours afterward. The sound echoed through our small kitchen like a gunshot. "No daughter of mine will look like trash," she screamed, her face contorting with rage that seemed disproportionate to my small act of rebellion. She made me take the tiny studs out immediately, right there at the kitchen table, my fingers fumbling with the unfamiliar backs as tears streamed down my burning cheek. Then she grounded me for 3 months and made me pay her back every single dollar I'd wasted. 2 years later, living in my college dorm and finally tasting independence, I got a second hole in my ears. It felt like such a small rebellion, such a tiny step toward becoming myself. When I came home for Christmas break, she noticed within minutes. She didn't speak to me for the entire 2-week visit. She literally pretended I didn't exist at the dinner table, serving everyone else while I sat there invisible, my plate remaining empty until I served myself. The silence was deafening, more painful than any slap could have been. I felt so ashamed that I removed the earrings again before returning to school. I never expressed myself freely around her after that. Every choice became a careful calculation about avoiding her anger, what clothes to wear, how to style my hair, even which friends to mention. I learned to make myself smaller, quieter, less threatening to her rigid vision of who I should be. But here I was now, looking at my daughter's anxious but hopeful face across our dinner table, and I realized with a sudden rush of pride and relief, I had done it. I had managed to build a home where my kid could make choices about her own body without fear, where self-expression was celebrated, not punished, where a tattoo could be met with curiosity instead of violence. "It's beautiful, honey," I said finally, reaching across the table to gently touch her wrist. "And the meaning behind it is even more beautiful. Thank you for sharing this with me." The smile that spread across her face was radiant, transforming her from nervous teenager back to my confident young woman. "That means everything."